So first I want to show you, sorry for the airplane passing over, I want to show you my pineapples, because if you can see, the pineapples right there are growing, and there's a couple more growing out. And from what a friend told me is that the pineapple is spewing out more pineapples. And there's another little tendril over there starting to grow. And so we're going to look for that pineapple. We're going to look for this pineapple. And this one is just, I'm figuring it's a male. It doesn't have anything growing, but we're hopeful. And there's another pineapple down there that we're hopeful. And so far we have two that are almost ripe and ready to be picked. And so now we're just going to move over here on our garden. So my tomatoes aren't doing very well. No, we're working on those. I decided to split the tomatoes, the peppers up, give them some room. But we're going to see what happens. Over the past few days I've been giving them some fish emulsion and put a little peroxide down in there, hoping that'll work. My mint and my one little basil, he's doing okay. And this is my cantaloupe, which is about to be replanted this weekend because I'm hoping that'll explode. So over here we have some red Reuben basil, and somehow little other basils got caught in there. It's okay, they're all growing happily together. This is my cucumber, and it looks a little rough. I understand. We tried to treat it and a little burnt, but you can see a little flowers there, little flowers, and some of them are male. Hopefully we'll get some females in there. We're gonna go around this way. My corn unfortunately got attacked by funnel worms, I guess you want to call them. So they're struggling a little bit. They have some powder on them to try to help reduce the worms. Right here we have a bean plant growing and a squash plant growing next to it. And in this one we did have a bean growing, but I took up the greens and decided to let the squash take over. And yes, my dear, it is taking over. And you can see, you want to see the little squash there, right there? Isn't he sweet? And also there is marigold growing, and we see a little bud on the marigold that's about to come out. And this is precious. Look at this marigold. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful marigolds. And another random cucumber. Now, this last month was filled with a mess. So I cleared out the mess. I let this one cucumber that was just thriving and does have a cucumber going on take over it, and I let the marigolds stay, and a couple more are growing down there. We have a couple of marigolds growing down here. Here is the eggplant, and there's little flowers, so we're going to have a couple of eggplant. And then we're going to come round to the side of the green beans. Green beans are going. Again, you see some of the cucumber that's grown up and grown across the green beans, but that's okay. Inside here we have some basil growing very well, and some okra, which I saw an okra flower somewhere around the side here starting to come out. It's still growing. Yeah, there's a lot of damage to this. I realized I kind of packed too many things in this box. It was in a little experiment that kind of exploded on me, but it's all right. Kind of what I expected. So this is my pepper plant. Two pepper plants. One's a jalapeno. One's a Marconi. The Marconi was really sick, but the Marconi is actually getting better. And this has now a few more buds growing on it. It's getting a little better. This is the Marconi actually, and it's getting better. It has a little more buds. This one is the jalapeno, and I'm going to have tons and tons of more jalapeno again to make a little bit more cowboy candy. And then we're back to our little tomatoes.